and 122 pounds at 10-5, man. What the good Phillips sports season, bro. Here's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Watch
Goodfellas sports.
Goodfellas boxing.
All right, they saying Bud hating on they say Bud hating on Canelo Alvarez. He made a comment saying that Canelo get to pick and choose his fights and he can't. Let's talk about it. Check out the Box News playlist, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out the Box News playlist. And I agree wholeheartedly. You know, they saying he's sounding envious and I don't think it's fact. When you talking facts, it's not hate, bro. Anytime you tell truth is, especially about your favorite fighters or about favorite, popular things, you can say, sweet potato pie popular in the black community, be like, man, that shit nasty. People gonna say, oh, you hating, nigga, get money. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is, and this is the world we live in. So, my thing is, I don't think he hating because I agree with what he said, and I think it is a fact. Nobody can dispute that. The Canelo pick and choose who he fight. People say, well, since he was Golden Boy, he fought nothing but trash too. He got the same privileges he had at Golden Boy with, fighting for multiple belts, even though, it is what it is. I'm not gonna, really harp on, what's what we've been talking about, but here we go. I fixed the light, I moved upstairs, moved my stuff upstairs, back room, but I fixed the lighting shortly. So, here you go. Read them weak dudes. Says Terence Canelo getting the fights he wants, but I haven't. So, and that's the truth. They say, well, he's so hating, he envy. Like I said before, man. Now you can just jump in for being a boxer writer, being a community. You don't have to pay no dues no more, man. Boxing News 24, they the biggest hater of Crawford. Crawford go out there and beat everybody. But everybody was old. They fix. They just hate the dude. Now it is what it is. Some people just hate people or just dislike people for whatever reason. But they tend to be the dark skinned people that tend to get the most hate in boxing. Look at Deontay Wilder. He was a white guy doing the same thing. It's a lot of brothers that have been, he's good. He's good. Come on. There's a lot of brothers that ride for Triple G, and visibly Triple G fought nobody. We all knew that. We all knew Triple G fought nobody. He fought nobody. So it is what it is from that standpoint. But let's kind of look at what he said. I was on his video when I found out the K Play video didn't have sound. So I didn't click it. Yeah, let me click it. Yeah, I was on this video, man. I read the comment. Hey, you ain't got sound, man. I'm like, what? And I looked at my light on my Blue Yeti was blinking. I'm like, what? Somebody baby on that song, you would trip. That was my shit. Too Short the Baby classics. So you have you say Crawford watching Canelo get all the essential fights he wants and competing 4 times a year, while he's only fighting once a year. Everybody fight once a year except besides Canelo, because he can fight when he want to fight. He can jump that work. So, like I said before, you read this article, it's a lot of hate in argue, in arguing. They said, well, Canelo 68 would say it would be easy for Crawford if he could cut to the chase and move a 3 division to fight Canelo for his 4 titles. Canelo 68 immediately results in Crawford even looking for Crawford. I mean, at the end of the day, pound for pound is a list like Lion Killer said, it doesn't exist. It's not a real thing. You know what I'm saying? They got heavyweights on the pound for pound list. How the fuck is you a heavyweight on the pound for pound list? So it doesn't exist. They gonna kiss Canelo out. His resume at 168, his resume since Triple G is trash. We already established that, man. He fought Chavez Jr. He wasn't even in his prime. When the one that fought Sergio Martinez. He fought hold on, who he fought? I think he fought Chavez before Triple G. My bad. That's definitely my bad. No, let me look at who he fought. The resume is trash. I don't care. Going back after Triple G, Rocky Fielding. He put a rehydration clause. Rocky Fielding. Danny Jacobs couldn't drop him. He been stopped and dropped by Sergio Mora. Kovalev. We all know what's up with that. Calvin Smith. Come on, he fought 2 belts. Uterman, Billy Joe, Caleb Plant. That resume trash. Trash. So talk about Canelo Alvarez having one more belt to win. At 160 pounds to be undisputed and ducking Demetrius Andrade. We'll talk about that. Talk about Demetrius Andrade being 154-pound WBO champion or title holder. You know, they strip him due to inactivity. Liam Smith beat Liam Williams. Canelo come down from 55 to 54 to fight for Demetrius Andrade belt, but didn't have the balls. I mean, come on, people forget, man. This dude didn't earn nothing. Nothing. If he would have earned something, I don't care who he pick and choose his fights. I don't care. But he didn't earn nothing. And he fixed some fight. People say, well, Floyd did not. Floyd wasn't fixing no fight, bro. Might have robbed you in a couple, you know, he had a couple fights even before he was Money Mayweather. But of course, he generates so much money for Vegas. Canelo ain't generate nowhere near as much money in Vegas. But he said, without Canelo's immense popularity, it's difficult, it's not impossible for 33-year-old Crawford to justify what he deserved. That's a good point. He's definitely doing his thing differently to me because he's able and capable of doing those things. He says, an envious Crawford said, the Scots are envious. That nigga ain't envying Canelo Alvarez. He's a way better fighter than Canelo. He's getting all the fights that he wants right now. Unfortunately, I haven't even been able to. That's not a shot at Canelo Alvarez. That's not a shot at Canelo Alvarez. That's a shot at Bob. That's a shot at Bob Arum. That's a shot at Sean Porter. Well, Errol Spence and Keith Thurman and etc. That's not a shot at Canelo Alvarez. But they want to make something that's not there. If Terence Crawford was a 60-pounder or a 68-pounder, he'd beat the dog walking crap out of Canelo Alvarez. Let's be real. Man, you can get stumped in the club. You know, he'll get mollywopped. He'll get mollywopped. Let's be real. You know. But he can't. And Canelo got popular. There's not that many black fighters that that was able to pick their fights off the rip. You know, Sugar Ray Leonard's the only one based off what he did in he the only one based off what he did in 100, you know, what he did on the Olympics and as an amateur, had fast hands and had the charisma. People like him. He the only black fighter off the rip I could think of that came in the game as the golden boy and been able to pick and choose his fights. Floyd had to earn that. Floyd had to earn that right. You know what I'm saying? And Canelo didn't. It was given because how he looked. It was given to him. Because he looked like a Mexican Irish. That's why. You know. But, you know, can't crowd spill milk. Chavez was giving it because of his record and he was Mexican. You know, but it is what it is. Can't Crawford spill milk, but Terence Crawford has dealt the same hand any other black fighter up with an uphill battle. He did the same hand. Okay. To me, it was more of a shot at the welterweight division in Bob Arum. So, you know, Canelo can fight. He won in his last several fights have been trash. Care if they was for belts, it's 1,000 belts. Like I said before, why he didn't go for undisputed at 100 and why he didn't go for undisputed for 160 pounds? He was one belt away versus Demetrius Andrade. Canelo resume ain't fighting nobody, and everybody know it. But you know, people say Crawford ain't fighting nobody, but Crawford ain't losing no rounds like Canelo. Canelo losing rounds. That's a fact. He losing rounds. Let's be real. I don't care what the scorecard say. Crawford is doing what Floyd did and great. And you know, when you can knock somebody out, is what he can run rounds and knocking niggas out. Canelo can't do both. But like I said before, Canelo taking advantage of it. If you give me $40 million, I could pick and choose who I want to fight. Who say Crawford won't do the same thing? You know, I ain't mad at Canelo for doing what he's doing, man. But we know we're not acting like, you know, he's a super duper great fighter. He's a good fighter. You know, if you put these niggas in the 1995, man, they'd be ordinary. Mike McCullough would tear these dudes up 90, 91, 92, 93. Let's be real, man. But hey, that is what it is. Let me know what you guys think, man, about it. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests, all my social media subscription. Twitter's the fastest way, and Facebook and Instagram. Appreciate the love, support, everybody showing the channel. Just continue to support the channel. Hit me up. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Appreciate the financial donations. Best way to donate. A thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon on notification button right next to the subscribe button. Increase your chance to get notifications when I drop a live or do a video. Check out the Box News playlist. Let me know what you guys think about it one time for one time. Peace.